I think we're live. I think we did it. I think we did it. Well, maybe. Oh yeah, that's why the camera's not showing. I got tape over it, so they can't. So the government can't find me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep my camera sealed up like that, son. That way the government can't be spying on me. Can't be looking at my booty. All right, this is not the time I chose. This not the time I chose. I don't even know what time I chose. Let's do like. I love taking off like early in the morning. Yeah, like this. Yeah, bitch. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, welcome. Welcome, welcome. My name is Greg. I'm the pilot tonight. You can be my co-pilot. Jump on aboard. We flying this amazing Cessna CJ4 bucket. 41,000 feet in the air. To St. Martin from Punta Cana. Yes, sir. So we gonna blur reality today. That's what we gonna do. I love this livery, by the way. I think it is cool as shit. So if this is your first time here, welcome. I try to do a flight every day. I came close today not to doing one, but I said I'm not gonna be lazy. Even though I only got like 2 hours of sleep last night, and I had to work all day today, and I had to get up early this morning for a doctor appointment. It's all good. We here, baby. Please subscribe. Please click that like button. I do not grift too often, but when I do, I take it very seriously. Oh, so serious. All right, let's get this airplane started up, right? Here, we got to turn on some batteries. I mean, we can use the checklist, but there's really not much to turn on in this aeroplane. So we have the batteries are right chaw. So we got battery. Well, here, I'll put the checklist on so you guys can see it. Oh yeah, we have the Giga Chad. All right, we'll do Giga Chad. You can't really hear him. I turned him down because then the ATC will be really loud. So we're just gonna let him do his thing. All right, battery. Let's put the battery on. Avionics. I think that's down for dispatch. I think. Let me see here. Yeah, dispatch is down. All right, let's fire up them engines, man. I love me some CJ4 action. This is one of my favorite planes to fly, man. This thing, now that I have everything set up inside the cockpit the way I want it, yeah, man, it's one of my favorite planes. All right, what are we pushing? Starter button. And then when N2 is 20. When N2 is 20, push the run start button. All right, we can get ready to push that bucket. Let's push that button in. Let's close that cover. I'll show you the setup stuff, what I'm talking about once we're climbing, or once we're in the air. I'm not going to do it before, just so I can try to save some time. Oh, I never did evaluation.
Right engine starter button. Right engine run/stop button. ITT and N1. Monitor. Left engine start.
All right, cover open. And we got 16, 17, 18, close enough, 20.
Repeat procedure.
All right, after engine, avionics on, lights, and release. All right, let's just finish up the checklist. That way we can say it's complete. Oh, we don't have a next page. All right, very good. Well, we'll just choose this. North 8, this is the right one here. All right, now this, you can't, but let me, before I say you can't, let me double check. I don't think you can, but I might be wrong. You might be able to bring the flight plan in. Index, data link, Route menu. No, index, next page. Yeah, I thought there was a way in this plane that you could bring it in. I might be wrong. I might be thinking of the longitude. Oh, here we go. SimBrief ID. Okay. Do. Yeah, I thought there was a way to do it. There was an update. Well, I'm not saying update. There was a patch that came out for Microsoft yesterday for the simulator, and it kind of reset a lot of these things. Okay, let's go back to flight plan and see if I can bring the flight plan in. All right, data link. No, it's not data link. Frequency fix, program, status. Let me just try one more thing, and if not, I'll... I could have sworn that there was a way to bring in the flight plan, but I don't see it. Fuck, man. I never get calls this late. Jesus Christ. Let me put myself on mute real quick. Alright, I'm back. Phone call finished. Alright, so we plugged in the 2 airports, the arrival, well, actually the approach, we're not doing an arrival today. The approach, the standard instrument departure. We do have a little bit to plug in here. So we need to plug in G633 for the airway. G633. Airways always go on this left side here to Maz. Maz Knopf. What a waste of fucking time she was in Star Wars. How'd you get that lightsaber, Maz? That's a story for another time. Yeah, okay. How about never? Never a time. What the fuck? How come Maz is not allowed to... What the fuck? Yeah, it says Maz, bitch. What the fuck, man? Let me look at IFR high. Yeah, I don't get that. Let me see if there's another Route 12. Huh, that is weird. Invalid airway exit. Shit. Well, I guess I could do Zadav. Doesn't look like it's like that for me. In Navigraph, it looks like it's fine. All right, Zadav. That's the waypoint right before Maz. Then we'll do Maz. Well, I don't know which one, man. I mean, they look the same. All right, we'll do the VD. And then what's next after Maz? After Maz Knopf. Route 12. All right, RTE. 12 ski. And we're taking that to Josh. Joshe. That is our last waypoint. All right, let's go to legs. And let's go next. Let's get rid of that discontinuity because we're going right from Josh to Gouda. So let's click clear and delete this line. Click execute. Let's go to performance. Let's go to, oh, you know what? I never set up the weight and the fuel. Oh, well, who cares? Who cares? All right, 41,000 is our cruising altitude. How many passengers are on this bitch on SimBrief? It says 7. Let's see if we can fit 7 people on board today. 7. And cargo is 175. Sensed fuel is 1,300 kilograms. Yeah, we need like 1175. All right, that's fine. So 0 fuel weight. All right, is 64.88 and max takeoff weight is 75. All right, that's fine. All right, execute that. Let's go to VNAV setup. Transition, I don't believe is 18,000. It might be. Let me double check. It's 5,000. All right, and 050. All right, execute. Let's go next. 5,000 again. All right, very good. So we got that done. Let's go to takeoff. Let's make sure we're on this runway.
Punta ground, Yo Mike Alpha with whiskey, request taxi for takeoff departing straight out.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Why? always, always, always. It always chooses the opposite fucking runway.
Taxi to and hold short runway 27 using taxiway Foxtrot Echo Delta.
What's the point of having this turned on to enforce the flight plan if it never enforces the fucking flight plan? Jesus Christ, stupid ass system. All right, 27. Yep, yeah, I know it doesn't go with our departure. Thanks, Navigraph. Let's choose the correct departure now because this system is broken. All right, let's go back to departure. Fuck. All right, runway that. All right, let's go to runway 27. And now we're going to choose Mela. Is it Mela 2Q? Yeah, Mela 2Q. There we go. Let's execute that. Let's go back to legs. Mela, Zadev, Josh, Avaki. Okay, all right, that's fine. Now we can go back to here. We can go to takeoff. All right, now according to Navigraph, it's 30 degrees at 4 knots, so we can plug that in for the wind, for the runway wind. 30 degrees at 4 knots. It's currently 24 degrees Celsius. The barometric pressure is 1015 currently. All right, and the slope of this runway, according to Navigraph, is, let's go to information, 0.1. So we have 0.10. All right, very good. That's done. Automatic on. Takeoff. Yeah, we'll do 15. All right, let's send this to the FMC. I mean, to the primary flight display. All right, that's complete. And all right, all that is good. All right, let's fix this screen here. Put this back on map. All right, we got, I think all this is still set up. Let me, you know what, actually, let me run through these just real, you know what, actually, it looks okay. I think we're okay. All right, let's, oh, look at that, active database. It looks like they might have updated this system. Wow, that's interesting. I'm using an old system. I hope it doesn't fuck up the, like I'm using like stuff from like December of last year because of that's what the AirX system has been. But all right, so I'm going to click on MFD data, and we're going to leave this takeoff page up. After that, I'm going to go to probably flight plan progress. But right now, we're going to leave on takeoff reference. Okay. All right. And I'm going to check these screens once we get up in the air because... All right, let's arm... There's a lot of settings you can do with the menu, and since we just had like a patch, I want to make sure that everything is good. So, all right, standby flight display. All right, put that on. All right, let's go here to legs. Let's come down here. Let's put on our taxi lights. Let's come over here. Cockpit. Cabin temperature, all that's good. Oxygen. All right, anything over here? Nope. All right, now do we have any kind of... I don't think we do. Any kind of like holding, you know, like weight, like altitude restrictions. Oh, we do actually. So we need to be below 7,000 feet. Is that right? PC 198, PC 204. Yeah, we got to be below. Oh, it does say below 7,000 there. Okay. All right, very good. Well, let's plug in 7,000 then, and then we'll get out of here. All right, let's turn on the flight director. All right, let's roll. So we got taxi lights on. Let's put our hoo-ha down there, and let's get getting. At least the park and brake. Yo, what's up, Grease? Man, you like never sleep, dude. I mean, I don't care when you sleep. I'm just saying, like, it's probably what, like 2, 3 in the morning where you're at. I'll cut your heads off. Look at that. Yeah, right through you, bitch. All right. Bet you didn't know this was a okay. RPG. Yeah, 3 a.m. That's kind of what I thought. I remember you saying last night, like, it was like 3 something in the morning. I was like, damn, dude. I didn't go to bed at all last night, really. I stayed up almost all night. That almost never happens to me, but I just, I was hurting last night, man. It's one medicine I take. If I don't take it the way it's prescribed, it, like, if I take less than what I'm supposed to, it really puts me in, like, a situation where I feel like I'm going through, like, major withdrawal. It sucks. And usually I start running low on that medicine, you know, because, I mean, I kind of take it as prescribed, but sometimes I take a little more than I'm supposed to. But usually, like, a day or two before my doctor appointment where I get, you know, a refill, usually I have to cut back a little bit because I'm running a little low. Yeah, yesterday, man, I was so anxious last night. I just wanted to get to the doctor and get my medicine, come home and try to take a nap before I started work today. Were you out there beating up all the internet goblins that stealing all your Wi-Fi? Is that what you doing, Greece? Is that what you doing, buddy? You out there up in Greece, fucking beating up internet trolls and goblins, stealing your Wi-Fi? That's what I'd be doing. I'd be sitting out there with a machete, just sitting out there on the front porch. Let them internet goblins try to come up there and snatch up my internet. No, sir. I'm not the one, buddy. Move it down the street. I had really shitty internet for a long time down here where I'm living. They just put in like good lines and shit like recently. Oh, I'm going kind of fast, aren't I? Hope these screens stay on. PyDot static cold. Oh, we just gotta turn on the PyDot heat. Yeah, man, them trolls, man, they might need that 0.3 megabytes per second, man. You never know. Yep, I hear you. I used to have to do that too, man, back in the day when I before they put in like the good internet wires and fiber optics and shit down here where I live. All right, PyDot heat is I think it's right here. Nope. Oh, I see it. It's right here. Ugh, 1 and 2. Get all them words off my screen. All them words taking up all that real estate on my screen. Man, we could have already been up in the air if if the settings actually did what the settings said they're gonna do. I mean, the settings said enforce flight plan. It never enforces the flight plan. Maybe they mean enforce it like when you're in the air. Maybe they don't mean like the runway that you're taking off from. Because almost every time I put a flight in here, they give me the wrong airport. They give me the wrong runway. It's like the opposite of what I'm supposed to take off from. Where are we going? We're getting close. Damn, that sucks, man. Can't you, I mean, I don't know what your living situation is, but maybe you could, like, maybe they have an extender that you can get, or you could just buy like a 200-foot Ethernet cable and just run that thing through the wall and, like, up through the ceiling if you can, or outside through the window. I mean, maybe you can, like, connect directly to the box, wherever that box is. If you have a box, I don't know what your setup is, but yeah, that sucks, man. I don't know how they are in Greece, but like in America, most of the time when you have an appointment for one of those cable companies, they give you like a time slot, like 9 to 12, 1 to 5. You really have no idea when they're going to be there. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, it sucks you can't connect an Ethernet cable to it and just kind of like run it through the apartment, or get an extender. Sometimes those extenders work pretty well. Like for I have Verizon Fios now, and I have an extender upstairs, and that thing is a lifesaver, man. Because we were getting really bad internet for a while upstairs too, and we put that extender in, and then it was all good from there. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your grandma, Frank. Man, that's I mean, I've lost all my grandparents, but it's I mean, it gets a little easier as time goes on. But yeah, man, that sucks. Sorry to hear that.
Alpha Mike Alpha at runway 27 ready for departure departing straight out.
Hopefully, you all got to like say your goodbyes and all that. Like, hopefully, it wasn't like super sudden, to where it was like a surprise. That's very tough to do. Like, I had an aunt that was kind of like a grandmother to me, and she got hit by a car down in Florida on her way home from work. Man, that sucks, man. Yeah, man, all that corporate bullshit. That's right. Tell them who you are. I mean, don't y'all know who I am? I represent the whole country of Greece. Fix my shit. Oh wow, 58 is young, dude. Wow. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Yeah, it was a crazy story. Like, she was. Yeah, I did that too with my aunt, the one that got hit by a car. My dad, when he died a few years back. Yeah, man, it's. I don't really cry often, but every once in a while something happens, and yeah, it's okay. It's a natural thing to do. especially when you lose somebody that you care about. Well, that's close. Yeah, you're one letter off. It's Greg. But yeah, it is Greg. Oh, we're going pretty fast. Jesus. Slow down a little bit. All right, let's put our nav on. Put our flight level control on. Let's put our speed to, we'll set it for 230, I guess. Oh yeah, yeah, those videos are old, dude. Yeah, my boss back then forced me to make videos like that. Like talking like that and that kind of like attitude and shit like that. I was like, really? For insurance? He's like, yeah, trust me. I'm like, okay. And then like 3 months later, he sold his business and moved to Boston and never saw him again. I mean, he didn't force me. Like he didn't like sit there and like say I'm gonna fire you if you don't do it. He was just like I was new to insurance. I just left the car business and I was new to insurance, and he like really like kind of talked me into like being a certain way, like talking a certain way with his videos. I guess force is kind of a strong word, but nah, he wasn't fat. He was in shape. Yeah, he was a pretty young guy. I think he was like in his mid-20s. Him and his wife, owned it, and I mean, I liked working for him. It was a fun place to work. He just he wound up selling it and moved to Boston and opened up a Surf Pro up there. All right, I got to stay at 7,000 feet. Wait a minute. Why do I have no? Where is? Do I still have? It still says 41,000 feet. Yeah, it's a shame that it doesn't sound like you have another service provider that you can use. I'm trying to slow down, plane, but the plane's not letting me slow down. Okay, I'm trying. I've been pulling the thrusters back. I've been trying, bitch. All right, let's put this up to 41,000 now. We can at least start our ascent. So let's put this on 250 for now. And let's put this back up to 41,000. Oh, we got to give it some gas. Let's give it some gas, bitch. Let's put these thrusters back up to climb. Let's change the letters up. There we go. Yeah, I just started playing the Doom from 2016 again. Man, that game is fun. They got it on the Game Pass, man. That thing is super fun, dude. Yeah, I mean, there's got to be something that you could do to like get yourself better internet. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I didn't put the landing lights on. Oh man, we gotta start over. Uh-oh, I think autopilot's disconnected. Yep. Fuck, man, what the fuck?
Autopilot.
Did I disconnect it? I don't think I disconnected it. Oh, we got to start over again, man. I didn't push all the right lights. Jesus Christ, the trolls are gonna be after me. All right, let's put on yaw dampener because I don't think that's on yet. All right, well that button works pretty well. All right, now that we're over 10,000 feet, let's switch this to 300. Well, we'll put it on 290, and we got to make it standard pressure as well. Sure, let's go here and push this in. All right, now it says standard. All right, let me check these menus out real quick because they just did a patch, and I want to make sure that everything is still how it was. So you got to push this PFD menu button, and then choose like this dial to go down, and then you choose this little one here to like increase, to actually operate the line that you're on. So, all right, bearing source. Let's push enter. All right, FMS1. Yeah, man, it's almost time again for all your zombie friends to stop by. That's right. You can go over and tell your zombie friends to bring over some Wi-Fi for you. All right, let's put that on VOR1, and we can put this on FMS. No, we can leave that off. Actually, we can leave the other bearing indicator off too. We don't really need that. Let's turn that off. All right, let's go PFD menu. I watched since I couldn't sleep last night. I watched a couple of things on the biography channel on YouTube about like certain wrestlers, like from when I was growing up. Man, I forgot like how awesome wrestling was. Man, I was watching a story on Randy Macho Man Savage, and yeah, you might become a zombie yourself. Yeah, they did a story on Randy Macho Man Savage and who was the other guy? Well, whatever. I forget it. But they did like I watched like 3 of them. Oh yeah, Bret the Hitman Hart and Shawn Michaels. Man, I'd had no idea. I used to love wrestling when I was growing up, like in the late '80s, in the '90s and shit like that. I had no idea they were like that into drugs, man. That shit was crazy. Like how loaded they were all the time. All right, let's go to flight plan progress. Why has it got top of descent already? We should be pretty far away from our top of descent. Oh yeah, we're 125 miles away still. And let's put this on the right altitude. And let's lower our speed a little bit. Oh no, we're okay. We can leave it there. We're at 2,600 feet. All right, and let's get rid of this for now. What's our outside air temperature? -8. Yeah, let's put on some other anti-ice equipment. Wing and engine. And I think this screen's okay too. Let me see here. Nav, upper menu, FMS text. I have that on. FMS text is this like these few lines up here with top of descent and all that other info. And then lower menu we have P-post, next rad, map symbols. Okay, yeah. All right, so everything kept. Very good. Yeah, I could have sworn that there was a way to bring in the flight plan, but I guess not. That's a shame. I was really hoping there'd be a way to bring in the flight plan. I'll have to play with the airplane when I'm not streaming to figure it out, because I don't like trying to figure all that stuff out while I'm doing this. I don't want to take away from anything. Oh yeah, CJ4. Yep. I almost did the longitude, but I just did a plane last night with, with those type of screens. So we're doing the CJ4 today. It's like, I love this little plane. This plane is so cool, and I like this livery a lot. I like the chameleon paint on it. God, it really. Oh yeah, no, we're good. My brain's been like, it's been very hard to think straight today, and maybe because I'm tired. It was tough at work today, man. During training, try to put sentences together, and yeah, it was a rough day. I'm glad that shit's over. I came real close to just going to sleep tonight and not flying a plane, but yeah, I said last night I was gonna do it, and I wanted to fly, but I also wanted to play more of that Doom 2016. I started playing Forza Motorsport again. Forza Motorsport's a lot of fun. I started doing that again because they got new races now with new cars. I love me some Forza Motorsport. I played a little Power Washer earlier. Played a little car mechanic simulator. Played a little Resident Evil 2 remaster. I'm into sewers right now with Leon. That's a messed up place, them sewers in Resident Evil 2, man. It's not like I'm not scared because it's a video game, so I don't really get scared at video games, but like I do jump a bit because shit does pop out from nowhere. Yeah, I hear you, Grease. I'm kind of the same way at times. It's definitely cheaper most of the time than playing the games too. I like watching a lot of the detractor videos for DSP with like DSP playing games. Like that series where it's like this is how you don't play, or I forget exactly what the name is, but yeah, I like I like watching those. But yeah, I mean, I've for years, it's been cheaper just to watch people play in the game than to play it myself. All right, we're at Mach 7.4. What is supposed to be our Mach speed cruising according to the charts here? 0.76. All right. 0.76. World map ski. Yeah, I hear you. I don't think I've ever flown a plane with anybody. I've always kind of flown by myself. I would like to try to do a flight with another pilot like at one point to see if we can like fly it together, or if we can. Um, I don't know. I think it would be kind of fun. I'll have to do that one of these days. I think we can turn off we can turn the icing equipment off. Just passing Maz Kanafa. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make 41,000 feet, to be honest with you. What am I supposed to be at 0.76? Well, 0.74 is pretty close. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna. Well, we might make 41,000 feet for a few miles. And then we got to turn around and go right down. Oh, I hear you. Yeah, I'm not, I'm not looking to do it tonight, but yeah, if your internet ever gets better, yeah, we could try to link up. I've been playing a bit of For Honor with some of my friends online too, man. That's pretty fun game to play too, For Honor. I know it's an older game, but it's still kind of fun to play. Let me look at this landing I'm doing tonight. I'm supposed to be doing an RNAV landing here. I've landed a few times at this Princess Juliana airport, but I haven't done it that many times. Oh, I thought they had I thought they had a VOR station. They have to, because they have a VOR landing. And what do they use? Let me look at this VOR landing. Approach, VOR runway 10. They use an ND. Oh, they do have a VOR station. Okay. 113. Yeah, Truck Simulator probably pretty good. I played Truck Simulator on my tablet. It was kind of fun. I think it was like Truckin' USA or USA Truck Simulators. There's a few of them out. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm a big fan of simulators. I like simulators quite a bit. All right, let's so we do have a VOR station. It was 113. So let's plug in our. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's not plugged in yet. All right, 113.0. All right, that's good. We should probably pin this just in case I decide to do the VOR landing. All right, TCAS, TARA, standby right. Yeah, relative, no test, should be on above. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Well, I tell you what, I think I'm just going to put this thing at 36,000 feet and call it a day, because, we're going to be descending here in like 57 miles. Let's put this thing at, you know what? I'm not going to mess with it. Let's see what happens. Oh, we're losing autopilot again. Hang on a second.
Autopilot.
All right.
Autopilot.
There we go. We're reconnected again. Yeah, man, these planes start doing that. Sometimes they just start leaning, and they just keep on going. All right, let's set up this bearing indicator for. Let's go down here to bearing source. And let's do VOR 1. And hit enter, which is pushing this in. Alright, escape. Escape. Alright, let's sync up our heading. Let's go into heading mode. Let's switch our nav source, so we've got to come over here, click this nav button, and for both landings it's the same course, 96. So whether you do the VOR or the RNAV, it's the same course, so let's plug in 96. Alright, very good. So that's done. Let's go back to FMS and click on navigation again. And we got about 40. All right, let's do this. Let's set our altitude for 39,000 feet. Okay, and let's come down here and go to performance, go to performance initialization, and put in 39,000 feet for our cruising altitude. Execute that. That's going to change a few things, but that'll be okay. And let's go back to, oh no, it was under tuning. Tuning, TCAS, and put this on normal. Alright, now we have 40. Yeah, about 46 miles to the top of descent, so. Let's put our speed at 0.76. That's pretty cool. That's probably a nice drive from Germany to Russia. I mean, it's a lot of pretty landscape out there in the middle of Europe. That's pretty cool, probably. Oh, what am I doing? Let me slow. Let's slow down a little bit so we can get up to our altitude. What the fuck am I doing?
Altitude.
Alright, let's put this bitch on cruise. There we go. Now we're in cruise mode. I like how it has our mode right here in the center of the engine dials right there. That could be cool. Maybe you can bribe some of the border people. Like, you didn't see this case of AK-47s in the back, my friend. Take these 500 euros and we'll call it even. Come on, bitch, start picking up some speed, bitch. Come on. Yeah, let's go. Do I have VNAV in this thing? I do have VNAV. Surprising. I don't know why I'm surprised. I mean, I've flown this plane plenty of times. What is our like altitude we should be going down to today? Let's see. 2,600 feet. Just moving your pizza to Daddy Green's Pizza. Alright, so let's put in, I guess we'll put in 26. I don't see another altitude to put in, so we'll do that, and we'll do VNAV ski. Yeah, I'm a big fan of, obviously I'm a big fan of this flight simulator, but I'm also a big fan of Car Mechanic Simulator. That thing, I have put so many hours into that game. It's like, it's embarrassing kind of how many hours I put into that game. The new version that came out like a couple years ago, and the one that came out, you know, like a few years before that, but yeah, I put a lot of hours into that. Something about the sounds and fixing engines and shit, and the sounds of like the tools and shit, I don't know, something about that game I just like a lot. And I haven't played it recently because I've like fixed all the cars that I could fix. Starting to get a little repetitive now, but man, there was There was a time where I was really into that, and I was really into the farming simulator, but I liked the farming simulator, and then they came out with like their new one like a year or two ago, and like it was worse. I thought it was worse than like the previous version, so I kind of like gave up on the whole farming simulator thing. But yeah, I like simulators a lot. All right, we're about 13 miles away from our top of descent, I think. Oh yeah, there's our top of descent right there. Right, jaw. And it also says top of descent right there too. See? TOD, that's Todd. About 2,000 vertical feet per minute and a 2.8 degree angle of attack. We're 120 nautical miles away from Gouda. Gouda. Well, we were kind of talking about different simulators, and this new truck simulator that's coming out a little bit later this year. And the thousands of hours I've put into Car Mechanic Simulator and Farming Simulator, between the two of them, I think I have like well over 1,000 hours between those two. I haven't played either one in like 6 months, or maybe close to a year now, I guess. But there was a time where I was really like big into both of those games. All right, we got our VNav Diamond coming into play. Once he meets up with the center here and they start hanging out, we're gonna start going down like we're doing now. So now we gotta decrease our throttle so we don't go too fast. We'll just put it down a little bit just to see what happens. But we should be at, yeah, looks like minus 2,000 to minus 2,100 vertical feet per minute. And we're 110 miles out from Gouda, our initial air fix for our landing today. Gouda. Oh, and I was talking about some of the games that I've been into, like the last few days. I've been getting into again, like Forza Motorsport. I've been getting back into Forza Motorsport. They have a few new tracks, new cars. I downloaded Doom 2016 again because I want to play that game again. I like Doom Eternal a lot, but I think I like the 2016 version a little better. I'm almost done the first like character go through with Resident Evil 2, the remake. Leon, I'm almost done with like Leon's first walkthrough. I started playing the power washing simulator again because I have quite a few things I need to finish up on that, DLCs and a few regular jobs as well. Yeah, something. And train simulator, I really wish that I could get into that, to the new train simulator that came out a few months ago, but I just cannot get into Train Simulator 4. It seems like such a crap version of what came out before. Like I really like Train Sim World 2 and 3. The different trains, like the missions, the areas, and it just seems like number 4, it's crap. Like the trains suck. Like the new areas, I'm not a big fan of. Like, it's a shame, man. Like, I was really looking forward to that game coming out. I might be buying Red Dead Redemption 2 for the Xbox. I have it on the PlayStation 4, and I've beaten it a few times or twice actually, on the PlayStation 4, and I did the whole like aftermath with John, but I never played it on like this next gen console, so I'm kind of like thinking to myself like I kind of would like to do that. Yeah, I think a ship simulator would be cool. I think so too, like a freight ship simulator, or even a cruise ship. I think navigating a cruise ship, around would be kind of difficult too, trying to park that thing and take on rogue waves. And yeah, I think a ship simulator would be pretty dope, my friend. I think that would be pretty cool. All right, let's set up our arrival. So let's go to, well, let's make sure our TCAS system is on below. All right, let's go to performance. Let's go to approach ski. And we got TNCM, we got runway 10. All right, let's look up some info on this runway here. So this runway has a slope of negative 0.04. So let's click the negative sign, 0.04. And the runway wind currently, and the temperature, 60 degrees at 3 knots, so 60-3. The outside air temperature is 25 degrees. And the QNH right now is 1016. 1016 all up in your piece. Alright, and we got dry conditions. Yep. Automatic on. We got our V speeds, landing factor. Are there any wind gusts? Nope. No wind gusts. Okay, let's send this to the FMS. Very good. Let's go to the next page. Alright, that's all done. Very good. Yeah, that's probably true. They probably could, since we already have the world. That'd be nice if they could do that. Yeah, I think a ship simulator would be really cool. Yep. Yeah, no problem, Frank. Do you think? Alright, let's see what our... Let's go to the next page. Next page. Oh yeah, how do I get to the next page? 1, 2... do I click on this again? No, do I click on that? No. How do I... It's something so simple too, and I forget how to get to the next. Is it this button? This button? Flight plan. Cool. I forget how to change the screen, man. I forget like how to get to page 2. I can't believe I forgot something about this airplane. That's kind of crazy. Is it nope. Nope. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have to go into, like, one of these buttons here, I think. That's right. Here we go. Next page. That's right. There we go. Okay, there we go. We got our transition at 5,000 feet. 5,000 feet's transitioning tonight, so we gotta welcome the transition of 5,000 feet. I can't believe this airplane has the new AirX system. If I knew that, I would have used like new waypoints and shit tonight. I bet you the flight plan I built would have been recognized if I used the new version. I used the old version because that's what I thought the plane had. So when I was inputting everything, that was like the old AirX system that most of the other planes are using. I mean, we were still able to do the flight plan. I had to manipulate a few things in order to get it to work. Oh yeah, this airport's been in for a while. I'm talking about like the AirX system in here for the FMS system. This is the first airplane I've seen looks like it's been updated to like the current version of all the waypoints and charts and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, as far as I know, St. Martin's always been, well, at least since I've been playing the simulator for almost a year now, it's always been in there as one of the ones that they kind of like hand built. That drop down list in the world map, that's all airports that they kind of had their hand in, like, you know, making those airports and improving them. All right, we're at a good descent speed now. And let me look at this. So we have Avaki, that's 2,600 feet, then Lesser is 1,700 feet, and then, all right, LNAV, CDFA, we have a decision height of 686 feet. Wow. Let's set up our decision height. PFD menu. Let's go down to reference. Let's push enter. And let's go down to borrow and make this 686, or as close as we can get to it. There we go. I'll hit there, and our destination elevation is 12 feet. That's fine. All right, and now we have our minimums there. The VOR landing. Alright, that's only 200 feet difference for... Alright, we're okay. I'd love to be on the way to St. Martin right now. Ugh. Awesome. It's got to be a fun island to hang out on. I've never been to St. Martin. I've been to St. Croix and St. Thomas many years ago, like when I was a kid. My parents had friends that had a beach house on each one of those islands, or a condo, or whatever. I don't. It's been so long now. I don't. I wonder if most planes have like these cables connecting. I've seen, I see that on a lot of the older planes, but every once in a while I see it on one of these private jets too, where it's got like that cable that connects from the tail to the fuselage. Now, St. Martin's a French island. It's I think it's a French government island, but it's out in the Caribbean. It's like if you would go from like San Juan, Puerto Rico, and just go east, you'll eventually hit St. Martin. It's down by Turks and Caicos and St. Thomas and St. Croix. But yeah, it's a French Caribbean island. France has their hands on a lot of islands. They got French Polynesian islands. They used to have a huge hand in Australia, which they still might. Huge hand in the Caribbean as well. You don't need a passport to go to a different country? That's pretty cool. I need a passport. If I go to, well, my passport's expired now, but when I was going to different countries, I needed a passport. That's pretty cool if you can just use an ID card. I wish I could go to a different country with my ID card. Like, I don't even think I can go into Canada without an ID card. But you know what I'm saying? If I traveled abroad and I lost my driver's license or I lost my passport, I wouldn't care. I would just walk in from the southern border and just come right in because they let everybody in down there. They let terrorists, criminals. They let good people in too down there, but they let a lot of bad people in down there too. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I guess that would work for that island. I mean, it's a French government island, so probably would work. Got our angle of attack lights right here, which I don't know if they're gonna light up or not, to be honest. I don't know if it's only for an ILS landing or if it's any landing that I don't know. I think it'll only work if it's an ILS landing. I don't think it'll work for RNAV or a VOR landing. Alright, we should be getting kind of close, I would think. Yep, there's Gouda. So we got 25 miles to Gouda. USA visa. Oh yeah, getting a visa for the USA. Yeah, if you want to come in our country, just fly to Mexico and just walk in. We let millions of people a year in. We have no idea who they are. And you may get lucky. You may get put up like in the Ritz-Carlton for a year with all the food you can and TV and internet and new phones and cash cards and all kinds of stuff. Free healthcare. I mean, it really pays to come in the country from down south. So Yeah, man. I'm all about relaxing. I get a little fired up sometimes about the southern border, man, because that thing was on its way to being secure. I'm all for letting people in the country, you know, but I want to know who's coming in the country. Like, I don't want millions of people just coming in and we have no idea who they are. You know, I mean, there's like no other country in the world that just lets people just kind of just you just come right in. Oh yeah, yeah, and Germany too. But yeah, Greece is yep. Yeah, I've read a lot of news reports over this the last couple of years about Greece and Germany and France and yeah, just all the trouble that's kind of started up there because of some of the new members of society you have. So you can't say that. That's racist. It's not racist. It's truth. There's some very bad people that come into these countries. A lot of good people. There's a lot of good people that come in. But there's a lot of bad people, and we have no idea who the good people are, and we have no idea who the bad people are. Yeah, well, yeah, you are. Yep, you do. You have Africa, the Middle East. That's right. All right, let's go into. Let's see. Yeah, I believe it. The terrorists, I mean, they're not worried about getting caught. You know, we're in America. We're more worried about putting somebody in prison for the rest of their life or for the next 10 years that you know walked outside the Capitol building. Or protested in front of an abortion clinic, and the FBI comes and arrests him at his house because he protested in front of an abortion clinic, a preacher in Philadelphia. Okay, well, good to have you here, bud. I'm not going to be here much longer, but you're more than welcome to stay until we're done, because we're going to be landing here pretty soon. All right, let's put on our landing lights. Now, I don't think I can click approach. All right, now this plane won't do it. It must have been the longitude that did it, where it would go from from FMS to localizer. All right, heading mode. Let's go heading. Let's click nav source. Let's click approach. Let's zoom in a little bit. Wrong button. All right, they're saying we got 30 miles, really? Yeah, Vaki's 20 miles. We really do have 30 miles to, no shit. All right, well, that's fine. All right, so it looks like we're doing this landing. I'm not sure who you're talking about, Frank. About what terrorist? All right, let's put it on standard pressure. We're now lined up with the VOR. Let's put our altitude down to 16. Oh, we'll put it in for 1,000. I think I'm going crazy. All right, we got about 17 miles to the top of our descent. So things are looking pretty good so far. If you're talking about like police departments around the country letting people go, man, they let all kinds of people go. There was a dude that shot up a couple of kids in school down in Texas. You know, they released him, no bond, nothing, just go ahead. Crazy, man. There's definitely two sets of rules in America. There's the rules for me, and I'll be held accountable for every little thing, and then there's the rules for everybody else. Now, when I say me, I mean people like me that, you know, are not extreme to the right or the left. We're just kind of like in the middle. Both sides hate people like me. But yeah, let me forget to file my taxes one year, or, you know, drive on a suspended license or something. Man, I'll get FBI at my house. Yeah, it's sad. It is true. But it wasn't always like that though. It's only been like that for, you know, maybe a handful of years now. I want to put the flaps down because it says flaps 15, but like, I don't want to put the flaps down this early. We still have 20 miles left. Yeah, yeah, especially Christian people. I mean, well, Jewish people have it really hard too, but I mean, there's all kinds of Christians that are getting persecuted, like in Europe, especially in America too, man. They're trampling all over Christian people in America, and then Jewish people all around the world. I mean, sometimes Jewish people, they kind of start some shit, but you know, I mean, you can only get pushed around for so long before you fight back. You know, I don't blame them for, you know, fighting back, but yeah, there's definitely some crazy shit going on in the world nowadays, man. It's like, you know, we all used to be able to kind of tolerate each other, and now it's like if you're not an extremist on one side or the other, you know, then we don't want you in society. We're gonna try to cancel you. We're gonna attack you on Twitter. Oh my God, don't do it. Oh, I'm so scared to get attacked on Twitter. Oh man, it's so terrible. Most of those people wouldn't say that stuff in real life. Like if they were in front of somebody, they would never say the stuff they try to get away with online. Fucking typing with their greasy fingers, fucking eating Cheetos and Hot Pockets in their mom's basement, attacking somebody online because they're not extreme. Wow. That's crazy. I didn't know they live tax free. I wonder how they got like damn, what the hell that happened? Like how do people just get to live tax free? I like to live tax free. Alright, what's my V speeds? So around 105 to 110. think we're gonna have to land this bird ourselves. There's no ILS landing here, so we gotta.
Alpha Mike Alpha.
We're gonna have to do it ourselves.
Clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
But I don't think we can use one of these buttons. Yeah, we don't. We can't use the autopilot button.
Cleared through Charlie airspace. Yo Mike Alpha Mike Alpha.
All right, are you gonna start descending plane? Oh yeah, right here in less than a mile. Well, I guess that's the right answer, Greece, because they're Jewish. That's how they can live tax free. I guess you're right. I don't know. I mean, I'd be interested to find out like how that works, but like I don't know. That's crazy. All right, I got about 9 miles. What? Man, that's crazy. It's almost crazy enough to like. It's like it almost seems like you're lying. Like they can just take people's shit. Like I'm walking down the street and I have a certain jacket on. Some Jewish guy can just come over and just take my jacket. That's crazy. What kind of country is Greece, man? Jesus. You should walk over to his house and take his internet. Wow, that's wild. I've never heard of that before.
Altitude.
Really? We're at 1,000 feet? Yeah, I mean, even if they're really good friends or best friends or whatever, I mean, but still for them to just be able to like to just walk up to anybody and just take their shit, that's crazy. All right, there we go, descending more. Let's put this down to 500. I'm okay with this plane like kind of getting close to landing itself as long as it keeps on
Altitude.
descending. You know, a little bit here, a little bit there. I just don't want to do what I normally do in these kind of situations where like I land the plane myself from far away and I get to like 300 feet and I'm still like, 2 miles from the airport. Like I always get down too quick, on close to the ground. Wow, that's crazy, man. You should what's it called? Convert and become Jewish. Then you'd have the best internet. You could take anything you want. You don't have to worry about going to jail. All right, let's go flaps full. Let's remove the autopilot. And let's... Oh, that angle of attack ball does work.
Minimums.
Up here. We have green. I like that cruise ship out there. I wish I had a replay feature so I could like sit outside the airplane and like look at shit while I'm landing. If you're listening to Microsoft Simulator and Xbox, that would be a cool feature to put on the game next time. Be like, maybe put like a replay, like an instant replay kind of feature for like landings or something like that. That would be pretty cool, Microsoft. All right, 2 red, 2 whites, good with me. Time to blow some people off the beach. Oh yeah, we're definitely at an airport now because the frame rate's dropping. Yeah, boy, let's just cut across the grass. Let people know we're here. I hear you, man. That's good you're proud. A lot of people try to hide what they are, man. That's good that you're not like that. I like that livery, man. I wish we had that livery on that airplane. You know what I mean? Like, I wish we had that. Is that a Beechcraft? Is that the King Air? Let me see here. That looks like the King Air. Man, that's a cool livery. I wish we had that thing. Or maybe we do. Is that like the Kenmore livery, maybe? I don't know. That thing's pretty cool looking. What about this little plane? We don't have that livery. Alright, I'm just going to park right here. Alright, we got that on. So we're here, man. We're good to go. That's about it. I can finally eat some dinner now, man. I don't know. For some reason, I never want to eat dinner before I fly a plane. I don't know. For some reason, I don't know. I just don't. I'd rather eat. It's almost 10 o'clock here. Yeah, it's all right. Anyways, yeah, Tokyo Drift. Right. Yeah, St. Maarten Drift. All right. Well, that's it for tonight, my friends. I will more than likely be on tomorrow night. I'll put something in on my channel tomorrow to let you know for sure what's going on. But I should be on tomorrow night. I don't see a reason why I wouldn't be. But again, thank you everybody who I don't know who's here tonight. And I will see y'all tomorrow, my friends. Be good to yourself. Be good to me. Subscribe. Click that like button. Grease and the King. I will see y'all hopefully next time around. And that's about it, my friends. This is Greg signing off from the All About Aviation channel. Catch you on the next episode. See ya.